Hello, today's date is March 19th, 2008, and it is well, I'm not going to get into time, it's about 11:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I want to say that I had a good run today. This is a crazy workout. I was scheduled to run, it was pretty much a sprint workout. I had to run a 800, 1600 meter, and 3200 meters, and then taper back to 1600 meters and 800 meters, all consistently. It said in the plan, do the 800 meters at 5:51 per mile, do the 1600 meters at a 6:06 per mile pace, and then do the 3200 meters at a 6:52 per mile pace. And for the most part, the 6:52 per mile pace was easy to do for 14 minutes straight for 3,200 meters, but I had to break up the run. And remember how I talked about how if I can't run consistently for, let's say, 6 minutes at a 5:51 pace, then I'm going to have to, kind of put like 7 minutes in between every time or whatever, 7 miles per hour, excuse me. Well, I did that on this workout, and let me look at my book real quick here. I didn't record my workout, but I did record the calorie. Well, I did actually record it. 838 calories, 7.13 miles in 50 minutes. And I basically broke the run down where I did everything the way it was scheduled in the Rick Morris 3-hour marathon plan for day 4 of week number 16. But I had to add a little bit of slow space in there, but I still completed the entire workout, so I got everything in. And so I did my job, and I'm very happy with my performance today. And I was having a problem in my appendix area on my right side of my stomach, and I didn't know whether my appendix was going to burst because it was so painful. It stopped, and then I have this problem with the cartilage in my rib cage. About a couple years ago, I pulled this cartilage in my rib cage doing this stupid exercises. There's this piece of exercise equipment called the ab lounge, not the ab lounge, excuse me. It was called not the ab lounge. I happen to have that. It's a good piece of equipment, but it was called the ab slide. The ab slide. It's a piece of garbage equipment, and it stretched out my cartilage in my rib cage, and as a consequence, I kind of got some problems there. But then I was having problems. So I was running on my treadmill today, and I started to get this pain in my side, and this doesn't normally happen. I was thinking, oh my God, I've got an appendix problem. Is it going to burst on me? Am I going to have, am I going to die on the scene? And all this stuff. It was kind of crazy. So I was kind of worried about it. So I hit the pause button with like 20 minutes left, and then 22 minutes left, and then 20 minutes left. And my side is a little sore, but my appendix, if it burst, I would know it real quick. So I don't think I have a burst appendix, but it was really painful, and I think it's just pain in my side, and I've had this before, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it. And so like I said, I ran 838 calories. If I'm up to about 70, if everything goes as well planned this week, I'll be up to 70 miles this week. And you know what? I haven't heard from the Boston Athletic Association yet, and I'm real upset about something. Something kind of is not going good for me, and nobody's returning my phone calls. And I'm going to have to get in touch with the people I need to teach, because I know there's going to be not 25,000 finishers in this Boston Marathon. Please. Anyways, I'm looking forward to just running this year, and if I don't run this one, I'm going to get some answers real quick. If I don't get an answer within a week, then I'm going to make a plan to run the Country Music Marathon in Nashville, Tennessee. And of course, I'll be running Cleveland for sure this year, and not to mention all the other marathons, of course. But we'll see what happens. And that's about it. And let's hope that things start to get better for me. Okay, well, that's about it for today. Today's date is March 19th, 2008. And wish me luck. And I had 3 beers today, 3 16-ounce Old Milwaukee Lights. Steve, You need to smack yourself upside the head and say, I'm not going to drink anymore, because I know you work your butt off training on this treadmill, and you train your butt off. I mean, you did a 6:27 per mile for 5 miles at the St. Malachi run, but you got to push yourself even further, and further means not drinking. And even though I always do better than I normally expect I'm going to do, it still isn't good to push yourself like, where you're fighting an uphill battle when you're drinking. And I know it's cool. Actually, what you ought to do is stop drinking beer today, and then on the day of the marathon, when you run Boston, if you run it, get drunk right after the run. And then you can show your little medallion and say, I did a sub-3, and you can brag to the world how great you are. No, I'm not going to get into this ego bullshit because it's all crap. I'm reading a really good book by Wayne Dyer called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, The Way of the Tao. And it's got like 81 different verses. You need to check that book out by Wayne Dyer. And it teaches you this amazing stuff. So this ego crap just doesn't fly with me. It's about doing the best you can do and being the best you can be, and being like your favorite athlete. Like, for example, my favorite athlete is Bill Riders, because he's a marathon runner, and my favorite running coach is Jeff Galloway, because he's a great running coach. But that's, I just have my own preferences. And so anyways, well, look, I got to get out of here now. Bye-bye.